Guys, today I just thought I'd do a quick sort of crash course on breaker structure. It's kind of following on from the liquidity video that I posted a few days ago, and it's part of like the kind of shoes that I'm doing, going through, kind of explaining all my confluences and how I use them, so hopefully help you guys, so I become better traders yourself. And obviously, this kind of helps me out as well because I can explain it, which helps me understand it a bit more. So obviously, like I said today, talking about breaker structure. Simplest terms is breaker structure. It's a shift in the trend, so it's a downtrend going to an uptrend, or an uptrend, a downtrend to an uptrend, or an uptrend changing to a downtrend. And all it is, it's a two candle pattern. It really isn't that people overcomplicate it so much. It is not that the way I use. Obviously, there'll be a lot of people in the industry that say this is breaker structure, this is breaker structure. I'm going to tell you how I perceive it and how I use it, but you could watch another YouTube video telling you it would be different, but this is what I use, and this is what I found works for me best. It's a two candle pattern, so it's a high and a low. As we know, a high is, imagine that's a green candle, wick, imagine that's a red candle going down, that's a high, two candlestick pattern, green candle, red candle, that creates a high. Then we've got a low, which is just, I'm not going to draw it out again because my drawing's shite, it's just a red candle and then a green candle. So they're the kind of two candlestick patterns we form. Obviously, there's a high, there's a low, as you can see, up move, down move, up move. So that is what we're taking our breaker structure levels off. As you can see there, so a high obviously is the highest wick of two candles. So for example, if we're going to move this down onto a real example, a high is here. Obviously high, we've got this candle and this candle, we've got a bullish candle here, and then we've got a bearish candle here. So the high is here, and then we take the highest point out of these two candles. So you might think that it's the candle going up that creates the high. No, it can still be the down candle, it's the highest point. So here, for example, on a bullish, this would be the high because it is the highest point of the two candles. Same on a low, we can take this low here, a down candle, then an up candle, which forms a low. We can take the bottom of this wick, is the low. Obviously not the down candle fully because it's not the lowest point of the two candles. So that's kind of how we take the low, and then so that's how we identify highs and lows. And then for breaker structure, we're looking at using that to find entries and the indication that the trend has changed. And a really important example of a breaker structure is the candle must close above the high or the low. So if we're going to look for a breaker structure on this example here, take this sort of area, we have a low here. The most previous low is here. Obviously these two candles, this and this, form the low. Most recent low, obviously we come up, and then we get a break past this point, and the candle fully closes. If the candle was shaped like this and it had a wick and the body was this, that isn't a breaker structure because the candle doesn't fully close. Obviously we wick it, we come and wick it, but it doesn't count as a breaker structure. The candle must fully close, and I think that's what differs between me and a lot of different people. People just take a push in as a breaker structure. So I'll try and find an example of where we have a wick but we don't completely break structure. Here, obviously we have a down candle and up candle, the low is here. Obviously I know it's a bullish candle, but at a point price is going to come down. You can see at this point here. People could have, if we zoomed in close, obviously down time frames, you could have, on the 1 minute, we could have pushed past this point, but we never truly, the hourly candle never truly broke below it and closed. It's important thing is it closes. So if you're going to take an hourly breaker structure like this candle would have had to close below this point, in which it doesn't. And it's not hard to spot, guys. So the 3 steps that I've marked out is 1, identify the trend. If it's an uptrend, then you're looking for lows. So here you can see we've got quite a big uptrend, so I'm looking to mark out these lows. So at a point in time, this would have been my breaker structure. As a new low or a new high is formed, I then move it to here. So I don't just keep the same breaker structure. If there's another high, then I move it to there. So for example, obviously I use that as an example here. I had a low here, never got pushed into, never got a breaker structure. New low formed here. So then we disregard this point, move to the next one. Even if it's a higher point, we still use that, and obviously we see we get a break structure through there. And you could have found an entry. Obviously we can see price quite dumped after that. I think I caught a short there a few days ago. And then obviously the candle must close below the recent high. So I'll just go in. And once you get good at it, it's just spotting, it's just practice. So what I'd recommend is what I used to do is I used to go on all these pairs. I used to find 10 examples of breaker structure. On the 1 minute, you're going to get the most. I'll say that right here in quite a clear and concise downtrend. There's a low here. Most recent low is here. Obviously we break structures in the downside with this candle as it closes below. We use this as a low here. So we're in a downtrend, so now we're looking for a high to break above. We get a high here. Do we break above? No. So then we move it to the next high, which is this candle and this candle. Do we get a break? No. There's no other high, but then we can see on this candle here that we do break past that high. So now we have a breaker structure and you can find an entry off that. Another example going to the downside. Here, pretty obvious one. Most recent high. This candle pushes past it, so now to break structure to the downside, we're looking for lows. We have this low here. This candle, obviously price comes in, pushes down, fully closes below, and that would be classed as a break structure. So what I do, guys, any time frame it works on, any pair, I'd go 10 breaker structures, and I'd also try, obviously if you've got a notebook, write down whatever that text was that I started the video with. Here, I'd write that down. I'll put it in the comments, the description even, so you can screenshot that and write it down. But it's not the most complicated confluence that we use. There's harder ones. So get a really good understanding of this, because liquidity in this is kind of your base level. If there's any questions, then you can obviously ask me. Or if there's anything you think I could have explained better, or if I did explain things well, let me know. But thank you for watching.